Hi and welcome. I'm Nick Kouvalis and I'm with Alan Halberstadt tonight after a Monday night council meeting. This is Alan's second video blog and he's asked me to talk a little bit with him, have a conversation about tonight's council meeting and the capital budget debate. So I'm willing to help out tonight and maybe in the future some more, but anyway, thanks for asking, Alan.
Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. So tonight you guys had a debate about the capital budget, and you voted against it. So maybe you could tell the viewers what the debate was about and why you decided to vote against it.
Well, Council was asked to pre-approve 40% of the 2007 capital budget tonight, and of that 40%, it represents about $2.5 million, over $22 million, and about $8 million of that was an extension of McHugh Street out by Lausanne Road, and only $1.2 million of that 22 plus was for flooding in South Walkerville, which is a major issue, in my ward. So I didn't feel that we should pre-commit that amount of money when flooding has become basement flooding has become just in the last few months a major issue in South Walkerville. So for that reason, I wasn't prepared to pre-commit that kind of money at this point.
So the debate was, that part of the debate was then over spending $8 million for sewers and such, and for McHugh, and you were disappointed that not enough money, only 1.2 was allocated for existing infrastructure in South Walkerville?
Yeah, it seemed to be a bit unbalanced, and I certainly know that certainly McHugh needs to be extended at some point, and they need sewers into the growth areas. But I also, as a Ward 3 councillor, I've always believed that we should, fix the crumbling infrastructure in the core areas before going out into the expanding lands in the growth areas.
Well, it's interesting. When was the decision made, or when was the initial talk about spending that much money for McHugh? I think there was something about, that decisions were made before the flooding actually took place last year.
Yeah, it was when they set the capital budget, which was about a year ago this time, for 2006. They did indicate that for 2007 McHugh would be a priority. But what happened in the meantime, and certainly the mayor and Councillor Valentinus argued that this had been on the books from last year's budget deliberations. But what happened, which was significant in my mind, there was some major flooding and basement flooding in South Walkerville in late summer of 2006, which I think should have changed their priorities. So I felt that more should have been committed to South Walkerville in the pre-committed budget that we deliberated on tonight.
Yeah. So how far out does McHugh go? Like, how far out are they? Like, is there no wiggle room to shorten the McHugh expansion a little bit to provide more money for South Walkerville, or like how far does it have to connect to somewhere else? It has to go a certain distance.
Well, McHugh, it's between Lausanne and Little River, and then they are trying to. We just spent a bunch of money to extend Wyandotte Street over Little River, so it's going into those East Riverside lands. So that's basically where it's headed. I guess it's a matter of how long do you wait? Can we wait a little longer and risk more basement flooding in South Walkerville in 2007? So it's a priority thing. I guess I could be accused of fighting for my ward, but I certainly wouldn't make any apologies for that.
If anybody wants to ask any questions, they can send an email to info@alanhalberstadt.com, info@alanhalberstadt.com. And again, I want to thank Alan for doing this. The video blog is fantastic.
Thank you, Nick. And I'm going to be doing more of these over the course of the year, and more guest conversationalists like Nick. Hopefully we'll bring them in and get more people involved. So, good evening.
Night.